Whew. Hello. Hello. So I'm watching um, The Honorable Shine. 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 It's on Hulu, and I'm at 15:16. I just hit pause. About to play it again. Well, I'm about to unpause it, unfreeze it. That's what I'm saying with my daughter. Freeze. But um, but anyway, so I'm watching this, and I mean, this is like so many confirmations and so many like I can't. It's like inspiration also. Like this, like when oh my goodness, like I can't even get it out. But it just got me thinking. So this live, I'm just going to be talking. It might be all over the place. Um, so yeah. So and what they talking about now? Probably not going to hear too much of it. But from 15 minutes back, I was, was watching it or whatever. So what was one of the parts? Oh yeah, well, got me thinking about generational curses, quote unquote. To keep it simple, I'm gonna just say generational curses, and also what else? How somebody have to step out on faith. In a part of this documentary, his mom, he's from Belize, and then they moved to New York City. I think with his mom's brother, I believe that was his uncle. But the thing is, his uncle, I believe, was from Belize too, and he left Belize to go to New York and start, a foundation and all that stuff, and then was like, hey sis, come bring, you and my nephew here. Y'all can stay here until you get your foot, until you get you together, and then step out and go ahead and do your own routes. But here, come here. What else? Come to New York. So, anyways, something like that how it went. So, it got me thinking like the uncle, like he stepped out, like I don't know, like he had to have the most faith because say they never been to New York, they just heard about it, and they know people who probably came from there or who's from Belize who went to New York or went to other states close to New York and then came back to Belize and was like, hey, yeah, this what's going on there, or no, stay out of this, or yeah, it's a great opportunity, or this and that, and they got plenty of jobs, and they got this, yeah, they got services, I got this, I got that, whatever. So but the people that's in Belize who never been outside of Belize, they listening to all these people who, like I said, close friends that keep coming in back, or got a phone call from them, or just a letter, whatever. But they haven't personally experienced. They just like, I see some stuff about New York on TV and in the movies, and people that I know, but I haven't went there personally. So so say the person has a family, so they present it to their family like, look, I've been thinking about it, I did some my own little litigations and research, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go to New York. So just imagine, somebody telling their family that, and the family personally haven't been to New York. They only been in Belize. They only stayed in Belize. But like I said, they know friends and coworkers or whoever that been to the States or New York and they came back, or people wrote letters about it and then they watched New York in the movies, fine. So this person is like, yeah, I'm want to do it, and then just imagine the family like, no, 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 no. You don't know nothing about there. You haven't been there before. None of us been there, and say it is like the immediate family, none of us been there before, and you just listening to what such and such said that it's all good and this and that, and it could be bad, and So the person, like you probably like, okay, I know all of that. And like, but I can't stay here. Like I've been in Belize. Like we need to explore. Like I want to leave. I want to see a new atmosphere. I wanted to experience myself. Like let me go there. And like obviously you would have to have a plan. You can't say, oh, I'm just go there just to go there. No, you already have presented it to them. Like I'm gonna go there on such and such a street. They got a place where immigrants stay for 3 months. You know, whatever. Like you already got that plan. Be like, I already called somebody there. Then they said that registered and told me I can come on this date. You know, whatever. Like you got that stuff planned. And then during that 3 months, you already done called jobs and positions. Was like, yeah, I'm coming from Belize and this and that. Where do I need to apply? Yada yada yada. You know, whatever. I'll be there. Yada yada time. You know, they be like, yeah, come in for an interview, or yeah, we can hire you, or whatever, whatever. You know, just something. And so you already have a plan. You presented your family with the plan. Like when I go there, I'm gonna stay here for 3 months. While I'm staying there, I'm going to be working at this place, you know, and hopefully longer. That'll be my permanent thing that I'm going to be working there. And then, while I'm working for 3 months, that should be enough money for me to save up to at least put a down payment on an apartment, you know, getting something done or, you know, whatever. Or putting, what is it? Or already like looking for places. And of course, you did research. Hey, since I'm working here, you know, let me find a place that's closer because I'm not going to be having a vehicle. I'm going to be walking, and then yeah, walking, not even taking a bus, not even taking a taxi. You know, looking at locations where you're like, okay, I wouldn't need too much. You know what I mean? To take care of, you know, an expense, you know. So you already have this stuff planned out or whatever, you know, blueprint. You got it. So then you present it to your family. You like, okay, family, I made my mind up. I'm going to New York. I'm doing this. I have this laid out. I have this. Like you telling them the plan. So that can go, that right there got to be balanced out because that can go good and bad or, you know, be balanced out. That could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. But it happened. That's a fact. So further on through this story, you know, we can look at it when it's good or when it's bad. But right now, face the facts. You let them know the blueprint. So they know the blueprint. Your family know your blueprint because you like this what's going to happen. This what I'm going to do. In a couple of years, I'm going to have this and then this is that. And then the company going to do this and then it's going to be something happen. I mean, you know, it's like you got everything laid out. The plan, your plan, and you letting your immediate family know, like the people know, like you know who's going to be more affected by when you leave. You know what I'm trying to say. So you're not letting one of your coworkers know that yeah you cool with, but you know if you don't come to work in 2 weeks, they would still be working. You know, like you not like affecting them lives like that. You know, they would do extra work, but the company will hire somebody else. So it's like, no, you telling people that's like, hey, when I leave, it's going to affect y'all. You know, so them the people you tell them. And wait, I'm drinking coffee. So then the people you telling your blueprint to, your plan to, you know, hey, I'm leaving. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is my time period. This is you know, what I'm going to be doing, blase, blase, blase. So, and you excited, you know, you going to them because duh, you want to leave. You go into them like this is, confident, like this is like a report, like this is something you proud of because you did the research for yourself and you like, and and you feel, and this is what you want to do. So you going in there, presenting it to them with confidence, with like A, B, C, D, because it's all facts. Like it's all like laid out. You call it this, you call it, it's steps. It's not like, well, I've been thinking about it and I'm leaving, or I'm going to New York. I'm gonna just take some stuff. I'm gonna leave some stuff here, and then whenever I get situated, I'll be good, and I might come back to visit once in a while. But for now, I'm just going to New York, and when I get there, you know, I'll let things flow or whatever. Or, I'll probably stay at somebody, or I can sleep, or, just whatever. You just knowing that you're going to New York and just letting it go. Like, hey, I'm stepping out on faith. I'm just going. I'm thinking positive. I know that it's going to be a great opportunity and this is what I want to do, but I don't know all this plan stuff. I just want to just go cuz I just got to leave here. I just want to go. So that's not kind of like a bad thing too, Like it's yeah, so that threw in something else cuz first you got to plan. You see how all these branches is developing and these rabbit holes, how like go this way or take this path, like which way do you want to see it? And I'm talking about the plan. Earlier I was saying like, hey, you presented your family with a plan, with your plan. Hey, step A, B, C, D. This is what it is, a plan. Because you going to New York, you leaving, you want to leave, you want to. Like, this is what, it's going to happen. You like, hey, I'm leaving, this is what I want to do. You feel for it, with the plan. And then you can also flip the coin and be like, you presenting it to them with no plan. You just know that strong faith, like, hey, I'm leaving and I know that I will make it. I know that I'm good. I will make it, so, and then your family, like, but where you going to be sleeping at? I'll find somewhere to sleep. As long as I wake up the next day, I'm good. Like, well, what about money? How you going to eat? How you going to do this? I'm quite sure I bring a couple of money, I have some money with me or whatever, or I just sing and dance. I don't know, something. But you'll find a way like to eat. Be like, well, if it was meant for me to eat, I'll be eating. I can ask somebody for some food. Like that's how I'm gonna eat. If they say no, then they say no. I can go on to the next person. Like I don't want no money. Can you buy me a meal? Like I'll go inside and be like, excuse me, can anybody purchase me, I probably wouldn't be loud. Well, depending on the kind of person you is, if you would go, you would walk inside of a restaurant and be like, "Excuse me, and somebody like to buy me whatever, whatever meal." Like, and you can, hey, that can go ways too. Like, if you have a specific thing that you will only eat, or is it like, hey, can you just buy me, a bowl? Yeah, probably most likely a bowl of soup. That's something simple. A bowl of soup. Bowl of soup and some salad. That's some soup and a salad. You know, if you that bold to go in there and just, like announce it. Hello, y'all. Sorry for interrupting, but can somebody purchase me a soup and a salad? I don't have no money to eat, but I would be greatly appreciated if somebody would, purchase me a soup and a salad. And people in that restaurant, they might be like, yeah, sure, I knew, yeah, yeah. Like I just need, one person, or I don't know if you go up to people, depending on, I ain't gonna say depending on what kind of restaurant, but yeah, so obviously it's gonna be like a sit down restaurant. It ain't gonna be like, I don't know, cause why McDonald's coming into my mind, but I'm like, ain't gonna be no McDonald's. Like, hey, can somebody buy me a hamburger for it's like people would look at you. I don't mean that's fine. excuse me, people do it at McDonald's, but I wouldn't be looking. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm just picturing myself like walking in McDonald's. Like I'll be like, oh no, I gotta walk out. Like I'm not asking anybody to buy me no small French fry. Like obviously you don't want to be like, yeah, I haven't eaten, no, I don't have any money. Can you buy me something large? Like no, you get, you just need something. But shoot, some of y'all might even be bold and do that. Be needing some food and be like, let me just take the largest one if somebody gonna pay for it. It's like, what? Why you don't want to take the small, small one? It's something. But no. But me, I most likely get the small one. Like, especially if somebody's paying for it. Like, that's all I need. And then 9 out of 10 times, I know for me, if I were to ask for a small one, they would make it an extra large. They'll, me saying, excuse me, can you buy me a small French fry? I have no money. I'm 9 out of 10 times be like, oh yeah, no problem, and they come back with the extra large, and I'm like, oh okay, thank you. So now it's like, well, now I can eat this, my size. I could probably eat a little bit more, but now I have more to share. So if I do know some people that, hey, that I talk to that's needing some food or whatever, I'll be like, here you go. Or another person, you'd be like, here goes some fries for you. So I can, bless other people, not just myself, because somebody blessed me with more than enough. He got that Averex jacket on. What? I remember I had an Averex. Man, Averex. I had some. I had some red and black Averex shoes, and the laces was red and black. No, I mean it was, yeah. I remember that. I had some Averex tennis shoes. Wouldn't wear Averex. Okay. But but yeah. So I'm like, as far as the small go, like I don't know. Like I said, me, I'll be going. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is funny because I'm seeing myself walking through the door, and it's funny. And then like looking around and walking out, but I see myself like right now, I'm looking at it as if I'm sitting down at a table, like, so I'm a customer. So I see myself opening up the door to to like a fast food restaurant, and then like some people behind me probably like whisper in my ear like, go ahead and say it, go ahead and say it, go ahead and ask for go ahead and ask for some small fries, like. And that's probably like the only thing that I probably get, like, I don't want to ask for two things, knowing me. I'll be like, I'm just grateful for, just eating one thing. So I wouldn't ask for no a meal. I wouldn't ask, hey, I don't have any money. Can somebody buy me a meal? Like, no. I would have been like, what's something that's good, that's tasty, that's easy to eat? Okay, some fries. And it's probably cheaper than nuggets. I mean, shoot, probably the same thing, but it's like, okay, fries. So I'd be like, let me just go in here and ask for a small fry that'll probably do me, for a couple of hours. And then knowing 9 out of 10 times, if I would have asked for a small fry, people, be like, yeah, come on, small fry. And then they would be like, that's all? And I would have been like, yep, that's it. They would have came back with a whole meal, small fry, chicken nuggets, and a small drink. Like, here you go. Or even just the nuggets and the fries. And then, like I said before, somebody would have, oh, that's all you want is fries? Yeah, that's it. Okay. They would have came back with the extra large fry. So either way, that can happen on different days, and I wouldn't, go in that same restaurant like the every day. It'll be like, I don't know, probably different restaurants, but it'll be like I'll be eating. Like I wouldn't, I wouldn't like take advantage of that in a negative way. Like, well, I know I can go in this place, and I know I'm gonna eat. I know I can eat every day because it's going to be different people in there. It might be the same people in there, and I got three different spots that I can go to. So I can go to, one spot, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because there's different people in there on such and such a days, and another spot, this and that. So it'd be like, yeah, it'd be like Pacific times or something. And then if it's the same people in there, I'm like, I don't know. And I'm just thinking about the soup and salad. I ain't even thinking about the French fries. I ain't even thinking about the French fries. But I'm like, if people, especially if people, once you, man, it'll be a sit down restaurant. Cause this going inside of a fast food restaurant, like I said, I see getting back to how I see this, like seeing myself walking in and then having like two or three people behind me, like in my ear. It's like a dare, Dare. It's like a dare. Go ahead, go ask for some French fries. Go ask for some small French fries, like all in my ear, like taunting me. Like go ahead and do it. Ask for some. Asking anybody buy you some small French fries. Go ahead, say that out loud. And then me walking in, I'm just looking around and seeing people eating and everything, and I'm just like, oh, nah. I just see myself turning back around, like I ain't asking for no small French fries. And I don't even know really how I got on this kind of thing because I was talking about Belize and how like if you go, yeah, how if you go to like the example I was using was New York, how the movie Shine, not the movie, but the documentary that's on now is like how his uncle came from Belize and went to New York. I believe that's what happened. I know his uncle's in New York though, and his mom, Sean mom and him, they went there to stay with him. But I'm like, the plans. You have a plan, presenting it to your family, and then the other one, you don't have a plan. You just saying, hey, I know when I get there, I'm gonna wake up the next day. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna find a place to sleep. And I'm gonna start my roots. I'm gonna get it together because I'm come there to better myself, to already know what I want to do, to already see myself doing it. I just don't know how it's gonna happen, but I already seen it being done. That's the thing with no plan. Like I already see it being done. I already feel it. It's done. Like it's done. I just have to go there and whatever happens happens because I know it's leading me up to what I already was already done. You know what I mean? Versus, okay, I have a plan, it's laid out, blueprint, A B C D E F, time. This is it. Cause I already, I seen it too. I seen what's going to happen. I seen this too, and this is the plan. Okay, so either scenario is like you ready. You going regardless. You going regardless with the plan or with no plan. So, but getting back real quick to the soup and salad, like yeah, it would have been like a soup and salad, like some kind of a place that a diner, that sells soup and salad because most of the time, how can I say this? I don't know. That's like a not. I mean, that's a meal in itself. A soup and a salad. Salad is healthy for you, so you're eating some greens. You're getting, what you need to get in, vegetable wise, and tomatoes and cucumbers. All that kinds of stuff. Carrots, however the salad is. Like you getting that, and then the soup. I would say most of the soups would be meaty. Would be like, well, I guess you got clam soup. So if you like, oh, that's what people probably need to be eating. So if you, well, I'm thinking of clam soup. Yeah, that's seafood. Where they got clam chowder, they got seafood. I mean, they got a whole lot of soups: chicken noodle soup, beef soup. Um, yeah, I think that might be, oh my goodness, that might be the universal food to keep it simple for a while. Yeah, everybody eating a salad, and the salads can be, like different kinds of salads, and it would be proportion. It's so many different kinds of salads. And then a soup, and so many different kinds of soups: beef, vegetable, chicken noodle, um, what else? Tomato. And then if you order a tomato soup, a grilled cheese can probably come with it, or a sandwich in it, like a flat sandwich. Not no, give me turkey on rye or tuna on rye. No, I'm thinking of like peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese. Like if you order a soup, and the reason why I say peanut butter and jelly, could that'll be like a dessert for some. Like, yeah, I got peanut butter and jelly, that's dessert. But if yeah. So that'll be if you want a peanut butter and jelly. Oh yeah, and then back in elementary school, peanut butter and jelly, they taste good, but peanut butter and jelly was considered that, oh, you don't have any money, like it's for lunch. Now I have free lunch, and it's been times where I didn't even want the regular lunch that they serve. I just took a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I remember, was for like if kids who was like reduced lunch or full free. I say full free, reduced. Y'all know, paid or reduced lunch, whatever. If that was the case, and if they didn't have like the 40 cents on them or whatever, they couldn't get a lunch. They have to have, I mean, they couldn't get whatever was regular serving that day. They would have to get a grilled cheese sandwich with some vegetables. I think it was like some carrot sticks, like the, not in a pack, but like the carrots with the celery. So the carrots was like the same size as the celery. That served with the grilled cheese sandwich, and you still get a milk. So, but you couldn't get whatever what was regular on the menu for that day. So and I remember I used to be I don't know, I think it was one day, did this happen or did I seen it happen? But when, like I said, I used to get peanut butter and jelly on days where, I don't know, because everything was free. I just thought, hey, peanut butter and jelly, I know that I got a taste for that. I'm going to get it today. And then, I would get it. And then somebody was like, oh, that's just for the people who, can't pay. And I'm like, well, shoot, everything is free for me anyway. I don't know, I can't explain it. So yeah, so looking forward, I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Like the lesser the food, because really I'm trying to get this stuff simple. Everything needs to get back simple lies. It's too many options. Too many, y'all are confusing yourselves. Y'all don't even know what y'all want anymore. It's like, just keep it simple. Like with this, like cereal, keep it simple. Like we don't need 50 kinds of cereal, 50 name brands, 50 types of cereal. Keep the cereal simple. Just simple last things. All these choices, no. No, no, no. So, yeah, so I'm thinking that might be it. Like, because that's how I, like, if that's what I would have did. Like, far as going inside a sit down restaurant, like I said, it don't gotta be nothing fancy, because some people in fancy restaurants, they will look too, I don't say too good. Well, yeah, they would probably be like, oh, I'm not paying no person off the street, for a salad and soup. Like, oh, And another thing, I wouldn't be coming in there looking all like homey. I would be coming in, regular, regular. Like I wouldn't be having holes on my shirt hanging out, underwear on, on top of my clothes. No, I would look regular. Like tennis shoes, jeans, sweatshirt. Something presentable. Because yeah, something presentable. Be like, excuse me, yada yada yada. I don't have any money. It's around lunchtime. I mean, just something. Can somebody purchase me a soup and a salad? Yeah, sure. Come on, I'll do it. I'll do it. And it's like, thank you. And then I'll sit at my own little table. But if the person want me to sit with them, they be like, come sit down. You can, sit with us. And because they probably want to know my story. Because they probably be like, okay, well, what's going on? Did somebody do something to you? Did you lose your wallet? Did you, like, you don't have any money? Do you need a job? Where are you staying at? Do you have some kind of support? Like, are you really don't have any money, or you have, like, what's your story? What's going on with you? And then that conversation, that were to happen. Okay, hey, come join us. Come join me. I purchased your soup and salad. Come join me. Okay, thank you. And then sit down. And then it's like, okay, I can give that person that conversation. They just paid for my meal. So I'm not going to be like, no, I'm good. I don't want to talk to you. It's like, no, I can, how this person is asking me questions about where I've been, where I'm going, this and that, whatever kinds of questions. It can be, so, hey, somebody pay for your soup and salad, and they can have some kind of attentions that not on the same level as yours. But hey, you wouldn't know that until you sit down with them, and you already would know, like, okay, nah, this guy, come up in here, like I'm telling him, like, hey, I come up in here every so often, and this is the story that I have. So I'm working on this, or I'm, something. And then that person can, if it's in a negative way, if that person, like, well, hey, well, like, want to take advantage of you, like, hey, well, if you work for me, or you can come to my place, but you gotta, do a little couple of things. I can give you some money so you can, won't have to pay for this and pay for that anymore. You can have money to eat and this and that. Like, but you gotta come and, scratch my back. Hey, if you don't want to be coming in restaurants asking for soups and salads, or, hey, you, and it's like, I can be like, nah, if I come up in here again, or when I come up in here again, and if he's here, or this person is here, and they offer to pay for my soup and salad, I'm gonna decline. I'm gonna go someplace else, because I already know the conversations that they on. It's like, I don't wanna hear it. Like, I'm not doing it, like, no. Now that's okay. So let me just say a story or something. So yeah, soup and salads, not no French fries. I'm like, nah, I ain't asking for no small French fries. But again, that's fine. And the reason how I know, like, 9 out of 10 times, somebody would give me more than what I asked for, because it happened. Not more so with, hey, I don't have any money to get French fries, but it can be, I had the money to get the French fries, and who knows, the person probably put extra fries, another extra one in the bag, or just say, hey, here go a medium by mistake or by purposely, or hey, here go, I know you ain't asked for a drink, but here go a drink. It's like that happened before. Um, and not just with food, like, it's been I remember the last one specifically, the last place I was working at CMS. It's like I went in the interview for a position, a specific position. I forgot even what it was, but they was like, oh, and I got like hired on the spot. Like Miss B was like, you got your all this stuff with you already. Like I filled out that form, like the tax thing or whatever. I was filling that stuff out, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I got it. I went on the interview, and I got it like on the spot. So that was something in that that I mean I was hoping of course for the position, but to get it like on spot, I'm thinking whatever how many people that they had to interview, who knows, but I'm sure probably was the only one, probably wasn't, probably the first one, the last one, whatever. Obviously I was the one, I got hired. And yeah, and then another time when I was working at Sears, and I went in for the cashier position because I've been working with money like, or been around money. Listen. So, anyways, it was in customer service too. So I'm like, I went in and I was still working at CVS at the time. And this supposed to be, I went in for Sears to apply for like that seasonal position for a cashier because I'm like, I'm a cashier at CVS. I can do this part time for Sears. So I remember going in for the cashier. So the people hired me as a shift supervisor. I'm like, yeah, of course it was more money. So I was like, well, it's still, part time. They was like, yeah, part time shift, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay. So then, that's what I started doing, getting trained for that. Like, I just skipped the cashier part. I was the one, like, giving the cashiers the money, helping the customers. If the cashiers needed help, I was there to assist them. Like, I just bypassed the cashier thing. But I still had to get trained on how to use the cash register and ring up, people. But I wasn't on the cash register. I was like walking around the store and fixing things and they need to be fixed. And then if a cashier, call me up, well, I think we had walkie talkies. I think, but if they needed like a refund or some, kind of assistance, I would be there. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then eventually, I think that became my full time, and then CVS became my part time. And then I took the United States Postal Service exam, passed that, and then they were saying that something. I know I went to a class in DC. I think that was like a week, paid week training in a sense, and then I started working at the post office. That whole ordeal, but not working at the post office, but I was a mail carrier. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, so 9 out of 10 times I know that if I ask for something, if I were to have asked for something, to me, something simple, something small, I would get more than what I asked for. So me, I would be going inside restaurants with the soup and salad because that should fill you up, and it's something like simple. And again, I wouldn't go to like no fancy restaurant or whatever. No, I'll go to a diner. I'll go to I mean, just a while about to say Wegmans because Wegmans is coming to my head. I've been to Wegmans a couple of times, and then I think like right when you come in, they got like some chairs and stuff. Then they got like a eatery, that you can get some stuff from. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they had soups and salads. Yeah, and I'm not talking about like not CVS, 7-Eleven. I'm not saying I wouldn't go inside a 7-Eleven and be like, can somebody buy me, this sandwich from this cold case, or this sandwich, or I don't know. It would be a restaurant somewhere where I can sit down, like with the person who bought it for me. And even if that person is leaving out, like if I be like, hey, yada yada yada, person like, yeah, yeah, just add it to my thing, and then they got their order to go, and then I have mine. It's like, okay, I can sit by myself and eat. Cool, cool. So how did I get on this on food? Um, so yeah, so that's somebody that doesn't have a plan, that presenting it with their family. Hey, I just know that I'm going. I'ma survive. I'ma make it. I know it. I just know it. So then, of course, that's for the food wise, and then, far as sleeping wise go, I mean, it's probably different places you can sleep at, on a bench, in a hotel room. You can make friends with somebody, especially if you know that the type of person you are and who you is. Like I wouldn't be sleeping outside. Like I wouldn't put myself in any harm's way. So most likely when I get there, I would have been not like purposely making friends, but it would just be natural to like talk to people and tell them the story, or tell them the story and be like, hey, well, I know somebody that can, they, you can probably let you stay with them for a couple of days and this and that or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. You can feel the vibe of a stranger. You can feel the vibe like, okay, is they legit? Is there somebody safe? Is they, what kind of intentions do they have? So it's like all that would be like, okay, I'm gonna step out on faith. Go ahead, go to this place. I'm gonna have some funds on me. It's not like I'm leaving with no money. That would be setting yourself up for failure. That'll be too. Yeah, that'll be like nah. It'll be more so, okay, I got money saved up, whatever. I know I can probably get me a hotel, stay there for like a month or two, or already have. I don't know. It's just like you know like the basics. I know I'm gonna eat. I know I'm gonna have a safe place to sleep. I know I'm gonna be good. Like, so I don't know. And I started this conversation based off of something. Yeah, like stepping out on faith, and like believing in what you see, believing in what the vision that was given to you, the feeling that was given to you. Like that's real. Like that's real. And even if don't nobody else feel it how you don't nobody else supposed to feel it how you feel it. It's your vision. So only you have that specific feeling that you feel from your vision. So when you tell people, like your vision, and the feeling of it how you have, they might not feel the same way. They can probably get close to the feeling that you have, or they might not even feel like, they probably don't even feel you. You're like, nah, like. So that could be something too. And I guess that's fine, because eventually they're going to see it, and then it's like, you probably ain't going to feel it, but you will see it. So yeah, but I just say somebody leaving their hometown and they're going to another place, and it's like not having a plan, but you knowing that you surviving. So cool. But the thing is, the people who you telling, your family, they say they not even. They can go another branch that can open up. Say they not giving you that support. Say they talking negative about you leaving. That could go. That can be that way. Then it could be another way of your family is supporting you. Your immediate family is supporting you. They're like, yeah, You can do it. If you got this much faith in yourself, then hey, I'm not going to doubt you. I'm going to be right along there with you, spiritually. I'm going to be right there with you while you doing what you need to do. And if you do get in a bind, you know, just call me and I'll see what I can do to help. But go ahead. I believe in you. You got it. Just keep me informed, keep in touch. You know what I mean? And that's if you have a plan and if you don't have a plan. So it can be your family supporting you in both areas with your plan, your family supporting you when you presenting it to them without a plan. And then it can go your family not supporting you when you presented the blueprint plan, and then your family not supporting you when you presented your goals, like what you know to them. Like, I'm leaving. I know I'm going to survive. I know I'm going to be good. I will be eating. I will be sleeping. I just don't really know 100% where yet, but it's going to happen. I'm good. So, like I said, that's just another paths or another possibilities or ways that it can be and that people probably experience, not only me. So let's see which way that I want to talk about. Because it's listed at four different ways. Okay, let's see. Let's go to you have a plan. Okay, so you have a plan, the blueprint. You have a plan. Okay, you have a plan. You presented it to your family, and they don't support you. Okay, because that's probably the most common. That's probably the most common one. My coffee. I need to reheat this up. Okay, so you have a plan, A, B, C, D, and you presented it to your family. Again, the people that when you leave, that will have an effect on them in some kind of way. That will have an effect on them in some kind of way. Again, you're leaving your hometown. And I was using the Baileys in New York for an example. Leaving Baileys to go to New York. Okay. Leaving Baileys to go to New York. And you never been to New York. You only heard things about New York, seen pictures, watched movies, talked to people about it, but you never physically been to New York. Okay. So you have your plan, and this is something you've been thinking about for weeks, for months. You done called places in New York. You secured a place to stay. You secured a place to work. Okay. It's already been done. You talk to the people. They're like, yay, yay, yay. You got it. So you presented it, your plan to your family. Like I said, the immediate people that will have an effect on you leaving. And they're like, oh no, are you crazy? You never been there before. And it's like, duh, I know I haven't been there before. That's why I need to go. I want to go. No, what if you get there and then people, you wait in Belize and you talking to somebody in New York? What if that's not a legit person? What if, you get scammed? Because don't you know, they be scamming. They be scamming in the States. And it's like, well, yeah, they scam all over, unfortunately. But it's like, yeah, what if you get scammed? You go into a place and this and that. Oh my goodness. Well, you'll be back. You'll be back, because it, no, like, what are you going to do there, And you telling them your plan. Like, I already have a job. I'm going to be living here. I'm going to be saving up my money. I'm going to be going to school. I'm going to work here. I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to, whatever. You have a plan. But your family like, nah, that sounds so crazy. That's crazy. That, how that's gonna work. And then what if this person does this? And then what if you get there and because you only seen pictures and yada yada yada. Like they just like and doubting you. They doubting you because I want to say this. The reason why they doubting you, I mean, it could be so many reasons, but they probably doubting you because they know that once you leave, that one, you will make it, because they see that confidence in yourself. They see how you presenting it out. You got a plan. You like sturdy with it. You like head on. You strong with it. And they like, damn, this person is actually stepping out more than me. Like they going to shine. Wow, they're going to shine more than me. And the whole time you're not even thinking about shining. You're just thinking about like just leaving and exploring and bettering yourself and having different experiences and starting your own foundation. Your story. Your story, like beginning your story of like, whew, this is a new chapter, or this is a new book, or this is the next paragraph, like whatever. You just like, this is for me. I'm this is me, like I'm doing this, like quote unquote by myself, quote unquote, like without the assistance of my family. I'm doing this myself. I'm leaving them, you know so, but not in like, oh, I'm just never seeing them again. You like, no, I'm getting away from y'all. I'm starting my own roots, my foundation, myself. I'm becoming into myself. So it's like, I want to have more stories to tell, more experience to talk about. If I stay here in Belize, the area that I know, that I grew up around, it's like, and y'all the same way, like y'all staying here, it's just like, I don't want to stay here. Like I want to break out, break this generational curse, like break this barrier, break this boundary. Like, what the heck? Like, why? Like, and then and as far as them not supporting you or having faith in you or just not giving you that support, after a while, of course, you probably, while you in it, you probably not thinking about, oh, they don't want me to leave because it's going to affect their way of living in a negative way. They have to start doing things themselves. They have to find somebody else to watch their kids, or they have to find somebody else to take advantage of. Like, you're not thinking about all that while you in it. Yeah, after a while you in New York and chilling, and you reflecting, you like, damn, that's probably, I see why they talking about, oh, that's crazy, I shouldn't leave, and trying to plant all these doubts in my head, because now they living their life without me. And I know that, I mean, they still making it, but I know that it was a major adjustment, and they have to start doing things for themselves. Like, they didn't have that advantage over me in some areas. So, in different things, that's when you start thinking about it and like, oh, I see why. I see why. Because you wanted to keep me like on your level, you know, to make your life easier and keep me down and not be happy, you know. So, and so yeah, man, I can go so many different things. I can say so freaking much, and I know so many of y'all can too. It's like, man. So, anyways, so say they like, oh, you done bumped your head. What's gotten into you? Why you want something? Like, no, you can't. Why would you want to go to New York? You haven't been there before, and it's not good. And oh my goodness, oh no, stay, don't go. And you like, I have a plan. This is what it is. So of course you still leave, and it can go another way too when you stay in Belize. But no, in this story, you left. You left Belize and you went to New York. So now you in New York and your plan, is set. Everything is going according to plan A, B, C, D. So you're good. So then, you working, you got a place to stay, you're good. Your plan is good. So then, say a couple of months pass, everything good, and then you call back home, or you write a letter, or you do this, and you just giving them updates like, yeah, I'm good, this and that, or whatever, everything good. So then now your family like, oh man, we had to adjust. I had to, to stop working part-time because I ain't had nobody to do this because you used to be the one, say you used to be the one, like holding things down, like everybody else had their part, but you was like the scapegoat. That's the word. You was like that person, you know. So then now when they get the news that you're good, everything is going according to plan, they feeling some kind of way about it. Now they mad at you, like, what? Everything going good? Man, I was hoping that they'll be back here. So that means I gotta freaking still keep the same schedule. Oh my goodness, they ain't coming back no time soon. They probably not even coming back. They said that they like it there. They making it, they doing this. Like, oh my goodness, why did this person leave? Like they mad at you for succeeding. It's like because they had to do their work, because they had to step up to the plate and start being responsible for what they have that's theirs. It's like it's like somebody carrying a whole lot of people's trauma or a whole lot of people's hurt and pain and sins, like just carrying it on your back like that's 10 of swords or that 10 of wands. You just carrying it and it's not even yours to carry. You just in it, the scapegoat. Here we go, put this on your back, put this on your back, put this, and it's like weighing you down. You like, man, I gotta stand up, I gotta get out, I gotta, you know just imagine why I see a turtle. Why I see a turtle with like all this stuff on his back, and then the turtle like, man, y'all doing too much. I can't even. That's why I'm slow, because I got all this shit on my back. That's not even mine. So why I'm picturing a turtle with so much stuff on his back, and then turtle like F this, and then the turtle normally don't leave his shell or can't leave his shell because it's connected. But like, why I see the turtle actually like leaving his shell, like I'm out of here, and then the turtle get out of his shell, and the shell is right there, with left of all everybody's sins and problems and drama and just all that. In the turtle, like, y'all handle y'all own stuff because I'm out of here. And then the turtle actually is able to stand up, and can walk. Not, it's like, don't even look like the turtle. I don't even know. It's like all the pieces came together that was separated, by everybody else's stuff. The turtle, like, ooh, my legs, my arms, okay, my head, everything connected. But anyways, so, but yeah, so say that person, say you left, and say you that person who had all that stuff up on your back when it's not even yours. You had your stuff going on, but you like, I can't even really think about my stuff going on because other people putting their stuff on me, and it's just like, ugh. So I'm just like, man, I had this vision. I gotta go to New York. I gotta just get away. So like I said, you did that. You went away. You phoned your family. You wrote them a letter, whatever. They upset. They mad that you doing good. So, but of course they don't tell you that, but just how the conversation is like, oh, what? Oh, so you ain't coming back? Oh, so you still working at that same place? Or you still living there? Is there any problems? Because I know New York apartments, they probably got broken windows and stuff leaking and mold. You don't got none of that? And it's like, no, good. What? Oh, well, I know the crime rate, because I know, no, actually, the neighborhood is pretty good. We got a mixed, kind of community and yada, yada, yada. And they getting even madder because they just like, what? You? Like, and, whatever. So then now your family talk among themselves like, damn, yeah, such and such doing good. Yeah, they called me and they was saying that they getting a promotion from their job and this and that or whatever, and that they about to start working part time and something. And they was just like, yeah, and then maybe say it's a group of 5, and then say at least one person is like really like good, like glad for you. So out of 5 people, say one person had like a change of heart and was like, you know what, well, that's good that person did leave. to go to New York, because hey, sound like that they're happy and that's good. So that one person, you actually gave them some kind of hope to be like, well, shoot, if you did it, if you did it or they did it, I can do it too. You know what I mean? So you like that one person is like, yeah, shoot, I wouldn't mind visiting that one person, like thinking like, well, damn, I can leave and go to New York and probably stay with them for a while or whatever, eventually until I get my foot on the ground and yada yada and stuff like that. Like I can stay with them and they can show me some places to work and whatever like that. So that person, that one person out of five is like happy for you because they see that you leaving can benefit them too. Like, hey, shoot, good. You know, that's what's up. But the other four, yeah, because it was five, and then one person is like good, is glad for you. Yeah, then the other four people, they like, oh no, we need the, they just like, oh, like so upset with you. So then why they come together and then they just that energy that they harvest, that negativity, that like drama, that chaos, they just like we gotta cause some stuff, we gotta cause some problems with that. And that's when all the negativity start pouring in, when it's like they all start coming together holding hands and not and instead of not wishing you the best, like hey, I wish you the best, this and that, I'm glad this and that or whatever. Instead of saying that, they ain't saying nothing at all. Okay, cool. They ain't saying nothing at all. But they got a lot to say now to each other with wishing you like negative stuff. Like, oh, hopefully this happens and hopefully that happens or I don't know, just stuff. And then they all coming together and then say that they trying to have it manifest in your life while you in New York, like the negativity stuff. And that's when, like, say you in New York and things started happening, like you ain't had no mood, nothing. You say by this time you've been there for 6 months, the apartment is good, everything good. And then no, say neighbors, say the neighbors was good the whole time you've been there, the whole time before you even got there, everything was good. And then say like after that conversation you had with your family, say like a month later, somebody moved out, and then another family moved in, and the family that moved in, they is like loud and not obnoxious, rude, just like ugh, like not really good neighbors, to have like in a disrespectful way, like leaving things in the hallway and to be having all kinds of people over. I mean, it's just like that disrespectful kind of man. I mean, yeah, everybody pay for rent, but it's certain kind of courtesy you have with neighbors. And then say you thinking in your mind like, damn, everything was good. These people that moved in now and this and that. You not thinking like damn, probably from that conversation that I had with my family. You're not thinking that. You just like, oh well, I guess whatever. People moved in. That's how it's supposed to be. Negative, people moved in. But then later on, you're gonna sit back and be thinking like, wait a minute. Once some other stuff started happening that gets you questioning your head, because it's like, wait a minute, all this stuff started happening after like a month or so when I talked to the people back in Bailey's. And then they was mentioning about noisy neighbors and mold and this and that, and I was like, I'm good. I don't have none of that. Everybody here is cool. But then a month, 2 months later, here I is getting a neighbor that's like, ugh. Or here I'm starting seeing leaks a little bit here and there. Or, the plumbing, the company is like, oh, we got to shut down the water for a couple of hours. It's like, what? Everything was good. Like, what's going on now? But that's all I'm gonna say for now. So, um, yeah, I'll probably be back later. But all right, because it's I most likely will continue this story. All right, bye. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I said this in my last video, and periodically I'm gonna be saying it again. Please do not subscribe. Do not subscribe if you do not plan on watching my videos or my content, whatever people want to call it. If you plan on watching more than just this video, then yes, subscribe. But do not subscribe to my channel if this is the only video you're going to watch or if you're not going to watch none at all. Do not subscribe. Okay? Do not subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep saying that, and it's okay. Do not subscribe. Only subscribe if you are going to watch my content. Only subscribe if you are going to watch my content, my videos, my shorts. Okay. Talk to y'all later.